evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the English news. Here are the top stories of our edition tonight. The World Red Ali Sabih celebrate the World Red Crescent and Red Cross. In Libya, the UN calls for appeasement. That were our top titles in this news editions. Welcome if you join us. Several Chinese tourists arrived this morning to the Djibouti airport. They will visit various tourist sites in Djibouti and in the interior region. These tourists are 345 Chinese tourists and Chinese promoters of tourist agencies. And in our edition, we will start this diary with the south of the country, including the unit area of the final of the reeling challenges took place in this planet of the Regional Council of Dakhil. The final opposed the School of Dakhil 1 against the School of Dakhil 2. Remember that this highly symbolic event is characterized by a furious competitiveness of all schools in the Dakhil region to reach the final stage. As a result, the final reading talent ceremony took place in the presence of numerous personalities, namely the main FOB technical advisor and the case Mr. Hassan Roble, the head of the regional service of education, and the participation of entire educational community. It took place in a climate of atmosphere and friendliness. The objective of this contest is to develop the taste and the pleasure of reading, and is therefore a means to encourage students to read more. UNFD, in collaboration with the UNICEF, organized a debate on the total abandonment of female genital mutilation in the town of Demirjouk, which was attended by a wide audience of men, women, and young people from the area. Mobilizations of the dynamics of the supervisor, Mrs. Halimo. This is a sketch and a theater that tells the story of a young girl who is having fun with her grandmother, making the decision to be subject to genital mutilation under the pretext of purifying it. A magnificent masterpiece. This is easily reflected by Djiboutian household around the issue of female genital mutilations. Under the agencies of the State Secretary for Youth and Sport, the Al-Rahma complex organized a football tournament during the place month of Ramadan. This tournament mobilized 16 teams such as the CNSS, the airport, the port of the Dorale, banks of the place, and 3 teams of Al-Rahma complex. The launch ceremony of the second edition of the placed month of Ramadan tournament was attended by the leaders of the Al-Rahma complex, the Secretary General Mr. Abdul Ghani Qureshi, the Director of Studies, Mr. Dr. Abdullah, and the Director of Sport, Mr. Abshir Ali Hassan. The star of the rest of the world, the region of Ali Sabih, celebrate Thursday, the World Day of the Red Crescent and the Red Cross. This event is organized by the Djibouti Red Crescent branch of Ali Sabih region and its first deputy prefect, Mr. Mohammed Hamad Abbas, the president of Ali Sabih Region Council, Mr. Nur Said Gildon, and the president of Ali Sabih branch of the Red Crescent, Mr. Abdi Bouh. Ali Sabih's president of the Red Crescent branch, Mr. Abdi Bouh, pays tribute to Henry Dunant, founder of the Red Cross, and highlights the Red Crescent effort of in Djibouti. And now let's move on continental news in Libya, where the UN calls on the belligerents of the Libyan conflict to appeasement and to turn to a political solutions. On Friday, the United Nations plays for a ceasefire and a return to mediations in this multilateral framework led by the emissary Ghazan Salem. But without mentioning the British draft resolution blocked for several weeks by division that reign in the Security Council. The UN is concerned about the instability in Tripoli and the deterioration in humanitarian situations. Here we're arriving at the end of this news edition. Thank you for watching us. Goodbye.